The launch of SamaTheevu, a public installation that brings to life a vision of a gender-equal world, was launched in Colombo. The launch of SamaTheevu aligns with International Women's Day and the 30th anniversary of the Beijing Declaration and Platform for Action, recognized as the most comprehensive and visionary blueprint for achieving gender equality and advancing women's rights.
In Sri Lanka, we continue to face significant challenges across these areas, impacting the very foundation of our society. Despite Sri Lanka's high education attainment rates for women, our gender inequality index saw a decline in 2019 and 2020. Largely due to low female workforce participation and a political culture traditionally dominated by men. This imbalance has long denied women their rightful place in decision making and economic contribution. But in last election, we make path to increase women's participation in parliament. That is 22 parliamentarian at the moment in our 10th parliament, that is 9.8%. But in 9th parliament, it was only 12 women. The government has allocated around 120 million to bolster program aimed to empowering women, reflecting a commitment to gender inclusivity and equal opportunities across various sections.
This month marks 30 years of progress since the landmark Beijing Platform of Action that reaffirmed the rights of women, but also transformed our collective action framework to achieve those rights. And since then, women and girls have shattered barriers, defied stereotypes, and demanded their rightful place as equal participants and contributors to society. However, progress is far from even, and complete gender equality remains an elusive objective. In many places around the world, including in advanced economies, we're seeing a lot of resistance, a lot of pushbacks, and in some cases, regression. Violence, discrimination, and economic inequality still plagues societies, including here in Sri Lanka. Newer threats, such as bias algorithms and programming inequalities into online spaces, are opening new arenas for harassment and abuse. With only 5 years left to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals, progress towards gender equality is clearly off track. At the current rate, it would take 134 years to achieve full gender equality. So like many places around the world, women in Sri Lanka still continue to witness injustices. We need to remove barriers preventing women and girls from entering STEM fields and shaping the digital future. And finally, we need to ensure full and equal participation of women in decision making.
In our country, the idea of equality for all, irrespective of race, gender, and any other factor, is surely basic to the progress of our country. This has been pointed out recently in the work of the economists who won the Nobel Prize for Economics. If you look at Sri Lanka, before the Beijing conference, Sri Lanka had benefited from women's activism. And they worked closely with the state. And that was how the first Ministry of Women's Affairs was formed. And subsequently, there were key areas of reform with regard to exploitation of women in labor, legal reform and policy reform, also in the important area of maternity leave and benefits, which was extended, recognizing that women had a care burden and that should not be an obstruction to their participation in the workplace.
The installation is open to the public from the 6th of March till the 12th of March from 9 am to 8 pm at the Lionel Wendt Arts Centre in Colombo 7.
Oh, thank you.